So there's a specific video people have been asking me to talk about, and as much as I look at it and I'm like, it's not one of those things I even want to speak about, I tried to make it yesterday 3 different times and it did not work because it always sounded too harsh or something was wrong with it. But mind you, I do not have a problem offending certain people because it is what it is. Some people gonna be pissed regardless of what I say. So let's watch the video real quick.
Get your PVC. The fact that you guys actually think that I will get PVC to vote a man, as in I'll look at the contestants and vote a man and look at it and see that it is all men that feel there, and be voting them. Some of you are mad. Honestly speaking, the fact that you think I can vote a man as a leader, when did men start leading? Like what's actually going on? Do people even understand that men are supposed to be followers? They're supposed to be taking orders. Even if they are supposed to be in any form of leadership, they are supposed to be assistants. Who made men leaders, if I may ask? Like, I need to understand. And some of you still have not recognized the pattern yet to see the way the country is going. And apart from the country, look at the world at large. Go to statistics and check. Countries where women are leading are the most peaceful of all.
You see what I mean by it's one of those complicated situations, because if you do say something, it's wrong, and if but regardless, like I said, I have no problem upsetting people. Now, for the young lady, because this video is for her, you need to calm down. Just relax. Take a breather. Because I see exactly why people are attacking your message, because your message is coming from a closed-minded point of view. Your message is coming from an angry point of view, and you missed the point. You said something like, who puts men in leadership positions when they should be assistants? We'll discuss all that. In the meantime, before we get into all that, let's please get our PVC and vote. You're not doing yourself any favors by saying you're not going to vote the right man in, because at this point, except we're crazy, we should know who the right man is to vote. Now, once you voted the correct leaders in, then we'll be able to fix our society and understand that correct leaders understand the value of women also in society. They should understand that. Now, let me give you an example of a great leader. When you look at a country like El Salvador, it is ruled by a male figure, right? And I'm sorry, he has created so much transformation in just a little very short amount of time. In one term, he has been able to do what he was supposed to do. It's not perfect yet, but they are getting there. Now, when we speak about leadership, it's not about a man or woman thing. There would always be divisions. And to answer your question, you asked, who puts men in power? Men did. Men did from the beginning of time. I'm not ever going to sit down and argue with a man of what my capabilities are as a woman, but the patriarchy did. It has been like that, and they also found a very special way to infuse that into the Bible. Because you want to tell me God created everything perfectly, but when it came to man and woman, he decided, hold on, no, women should be beneath you. No, the Bible has been transcribed multiple different times to fit a narrative. They have made it in a way that women just recently, and thank God for those women who fought for the rest of us, brutally, to even be able to go to school. Women were not allowed to speak, and still in some countries right now, women still struggle to even exist. The idea of even spraying perfume is taboo to them, but we're not even arguing about that, because like I said, I catch more flies with honey. I don't have time to fight battles. But when we speak about politics and the way our systems work, we should think about the capability of the person. We should think about the ideas of the person and what they contribute to that system, instead of making it a man versus woman situation. And my question to you now is, I understand your rage, but what have you done personally to change the system? Because it is one thing we all sit down here and shout of what women should be and what men should be, knowing fully well that both men and women can be very, very evil and demonic. We know this already. When I talk of people hurting me, men and women have hurt me. But you see, that the thing is, the most chaos I see is always online. There is no doubt, if you look at any statistics, yes, women have always been targeted, yes, but there's no one in my immediate life that attacks me, and only because I set boundaries and I know who I am. I have never sat down with a man directly and he looked at me like I was little. No, because I would not give you the space to do that. I know exactly who I am. If you feel I am incapable, I wouldn't argue with you. If you feel I am beneath a man, it is what it is, you know. I would never sit and argue with people. I will keep doing me. And what makes me happy is what makes me happy. Now, like I say, you want to live in a world where women lead. According to you, men should be assistants. But what have you contributed to the well-being or to that becoming a reality? What exactly? Because if it is to sit and scream of this and that and that, I don't believe that anyone should be beneath anyone. That's what I believe. I believe that my talents, my skills, the way I'm put together should be analyzed, correctly, and that should determine if I make it to the top or not because I am a woman. By the way, speaking of that, this is such a movie that everyone has to watch. It's called Ladies First. It's when the roles were reversed and men had to feel what women go through on a normal day. I think we should all watch this movie. At first, because of the way I was brought up and the ideas the world has put into my head, I even found it very strange. But at a point, I realized, no, I don't even want women to rule the world like they try to make it. I want there to be balance. It has to be balance. I want to be judged not because I am beautiful or because I have tatas or because I have, I want to be judged based on my efforts and my contribution to society. Now, is it possible for women to lead in Nigeria? Yes, it is possible. But till we change the way we think, I keep saying everything about Nigeria is based on traditions and things that have been infused into society for decades, hundreds of years. So it's not going to be something that would change that easily. I keep saying it. In our Senate, we have 2 females, and even those 2 females, we see how they treated Natasha. We see how they pushed her to the wall, and when she reacted, they called her emotional. But let's be real. Anyone, man or woman, will react negatively when you're being pushed to the wall. In certain situations, Nigeria has truly refused to grow. I have discussions with people online, right? Men, and I never feel that, oh, you're a woman, so don't speak. No. I'm being appreciated for my voice, not because I am a woman or because I am cute. And if it's because I'm cute, well, that's their business, because that's not the impression I get. I want to judge people based on who they are, not their genders. If we had a balanced society, women will be given the same opportunities to stand up. But my thing is, when that opportunity comes, would you stand up? Because like I said, it is easy to scream and have all this ideology, but when push comes to shove, would you do the work? I am grateful for everyone who fought for the rights of women, because of that we are even able to be on the internet right now and have conversations. But we need to focus on fixing our society right now. As of today, our main target should be to get out the bad government. As of today, both men and women should rise and do what they can do. There's never ever going to be a discussion about strength of a man versus a woman, because men are naturally stronger than women. But let's also look at one thing, right? They say women can't be leaders. But when it comes to the most significant part of raising a family, children, they put that solely on the woman. The man provides financially and supports and says, my work is done. Well, everything else is being pushed on the woman. So if you're saying that women are incapable, why do you trust them so much to actually raise your kids? Those are the future generation. Why is that? And have you noticed also in society that a man could be doing his work perfectly, but when he gets to a certain point in the company, they ask you if you're married. A lot of men force themselves to get married to people they do not even like, just for that. Why do you think that is? Because you look more responsible and you look put together. Because from what we know, the men are the heads, but who do you think is the neck? It's the woman. And what does the neck do? It creates a balance. It turns you left or right, and if you're with the right kind of woman, oh, trust me, you would achieve things beyond your imagination. But remember, both men and women are bad. Both men and women have the capability to do evil, and both men and women have the capability to be good. So if we want to, like I keep saying, the way it's working right now, it's not working. It's actually not working. We are surviving. Let's fix the system. Let's fix the way